Okay, match number 1. We have a perfectly fine hand here. Card draw, removal, lands, and a ghostly flicker for eventually trying to pull off this combo. Soul Warden, okay? We generally have a good matchup versus Soul Warden type decks because they can gain an arbitrarily large amount of life and we can still beat them with a Rolling Thunder. However, if they gain enough life, then that sort of forces us to combo. We can't beat them through normal terms, so. We also have Electrickery in the sideboard, which is very good. Alright, I'm going to lead off with a Preordain here. Once we've drawn that Forgotten Cave, we really don't need more land, so. Second Preordain, Lightning Bolt. If they're playing a Soul Warden deck, they likely have a lot of token makers, such as Raise the Alarm, Gather the Townsfolk, which makes Lightning Bolts a lot worse than Flame Slashes. These can take out Soul Wardens, but they're not very good against those token makers, not very good against Squadron Hawk. We'd rather just get our own creatures down, so I think I'm going to get rid of Lightning Bolt. I have the time to Preordain if I really want to, but I don't really want to. I'd rather just dig for an actual spell, so I'm going to put these both on the bottom. Seagate Oracle, there we go. That's good against tokens. Use the Flame Slash there. Since there's no 4 toughness thing I envision them playing that I need to worry about, I'd rather keep the thing that can hit the face and be instant speed. Gather the Townsfolk, okay. Seagate Oracle is going to be a nice blocker against those. They're playing red as well, so they likely have some red token makers as well, perhaps a Mog War Marshal. But the most important thing that they likely have is the new pump spell, Rally the Peasants. 2 and a white, their creatures get +2/+0 until end of turn at instant speed, and then flashback for 2 and a red. Battle Screech, okay. They're going to get to flash that back immediately by tapping 3 white creatures. And that's 4 power in the air, so I need to find a flying blocker as soon as possible. Alright, there we go, there's a flying blocker. I would like to Lightning Bolt one of the birds, just because they're likely to have a pump spell of some sort to be able to trade with or get past this Muldrifter, so I can't just count on that to blink all these birds for the rest of the game. However, I'd also like to cycle a Forgotten Cave since I'm drawing way too many lands. I think I'm going to start off by cycling a Forgotten Cave. Yes, no, maybe. What should I do? Should I bolt or should I not? I guess I won't cycle a Forgotten Cave. I'll just play a gain land, pass. And then worst case scenario, I can like Ghostly Flicker Seagate in response to them pumping if they attack with all. And also gain a life by flickering a Swiftwater Cliffs maybe. Alright, we got a Suture Priest. This can actually shut down our combo. Because it makes us lose 2 life every time a creature enters the battlefield under our control. 2 once they get 2 Suture Priests down. Similarly, Soul Warden can also shut down our combo if they gain enough life for every single time we cast creatures, but I think they need way too many for that to matter, since we can generate at least 2 mana each iteration with Ghostly Flicker, and if we have gain lands, or if we have bounce lands, which we do, then we can generate even more mana. Looks like Triplicate Spirits is coming down here. So I could prevent a little bit of life gain by bolting. I could prevent 3 life gain by hitting one of these 1/1s. But I think I'm just going to have to go infinite now and find a Rolling Thunder, so I don't need to care about the life gain so much. Even if I bolt one of the Suture Priests, that puts them at 25 still, with 7 flying blockers, or 7 flyers. And it also is pretty painful to cast creatures, so yeah, I think I'll just let this resolve and bolt a flyer instead. Alright, take 2 down to 19, and now we really have to find a Rolling Thunder. I didn't even get an untapped land here, unfortunately, so we can't cast Muldrifter and keep it. I could Compulsive Research, which would be fine. I think I'm going to start with cycling a Forgotten Cave, though. Alright, there's a mountain. Getting very close to dead here, unfortunately. Discard a land. Okay, well, I'm dead to any pump spell, most likely. Next turn, if I draw another Peregrine Drake and I can go Peregrine Drake, Mole Drifter, Flame Slash or something, then I might have a chance. But even then, that's costing me a lot of life from the Suture Priest to play 3 creatures, so we'll see. I probably can't come back from this start. Another 4 birds come down off of Battle Screech. They go up to 36 life. Alright, yeah, I can go Peregrine Drake, Mole Drifter. I guess I'll do it just to play it out, but it doesn't really matter at this point. I can play a game land, right? Yes. It's kind of a cool trick with the Peregrine Drake. When you have bounce lands, you can play them and then untap them the same turn. It's not even gaining me life to play these creatures because it costs me 2 life every time I play a creature. And I'm only gaining 1 effective life by blocking a flyer, so I have to also draw removal off this for it to actually end up being good for me. Which I did not. I drew a bunch of lands. I think I should be dead on board now. Yeah, I'm taking exactly 11 if they attack with everything. But it looks like they're not going to, so we'll play it out. Follow the 2, can't cast creatures now because of the Suture Priest. Rolling Thunder even wouldn't be able to do it for me, I don't think. I don't have quite enough mana. Well, I can't cast these creatures. I can't Ghostly Flicker. I can't cycle or draw anything, so I think that is game. Alright, well, I get to concede and board in some Electrickeries. So we definitely want all of those. Don't want Hydro, Pyro, Giga, Drowse, Gorilla Shaman, or Relic. So what are we taking out for the Electrickeries? Against tokens, single target removal is obviously a lot worse, while blockers are a lot better since they can remove multiple creatures. Counterspell could be good against Rally the Peasants, so I think I want to keep all of those in. Flame Slash and Lightning Bolt, while they are single target removal that only kill 1 thing, are nice for getting rid of Suture Priest. Alright, so after thinking Ghostly Flicker is a little bit slow, I probably won't need multiples, so I'm going to cut one of those. Compulsive Research is also a little bit slow, I'm going to cut one of those. And I'll cut one Flame Slash, and we'll see how this goes. Okay, we get to be on the play. 1 lander. So turn 1, tap land, turn 2, Lightning Bolt something, and hope to find another land. Turn 3, if I'm very lucky, I get to play Seagate Oracle. Pretty far off from Counterspell. Have to draw untapped land on turn 2 to be able to preordain turn 2. This is not good enough. Especially when I have Electrickeries in my deck, mulliganing becomes a lot better to try and find those, so no reason to keep this 1 lander. If this was just a basic island, I'd be a little bit more tempted, because Seagate Oracle is pretty decent in the matchup, but... Alright, this hand is fine. Preordained to go find an Electrickery. Our opponent had to mulligan as well. 4th land. It's good for Mole Drifter. I don't really want to get flooded, but I probably won't get flooded because of the preordained scry, so I'll put this on top. I already know it's on top and I want to draw it, so I'm not going to preordain turn 1. I'm going to go tap land and then turn 2, Flame Slash plus preordain, most likely. Alright, there's the Soul Warden. Firebolt and another Mole Drifter. I can keep both of those, so I will. There are no Electrickeries, but they're still very efficient, so... Start off with Firebolt, put that in the yard. Soul's Attendant, another copy of Soul Warden. I do not want to evoke these Mole Drifters. I'd rather hard cast them, so I'm just going to Flame Slash, play a tap land, and go. Hopefully I draw something I can do next turn, because otherwise I might be forced to evoke a Mole Drifter to start looking for like trickeries. Alright, they're just passing the turn. Probably have Raise the Alarm here. Should I evoke a Mole Drifter? Yes or no? Unfortunately, I think I'm going to go with yes, since I have absolutely nothing else to do. Between evoking this Mole Drifter and hard casting the next one, I should have plenty of cards, so I shouldn't be too punished by not getting maximum value out of this. Play a Boiler Works. Let's see. I would like to pick up a gain land and gain a life, but the question is whether I need to pick up an untapped land. So if I pick up Swiftwater Cliffs, next turn I'm going to play Island Mole Drifter. I have 5 mana. The turn after, I'll have only Swiftwater and Izzet Boiler Works in hand, most likely. So with 5 mana, can I do anything interesting? I can Seagate Oracle plus removal spell, Seagate Oracle plus Electricity. I think that's good enough that I can be greedy and pick up the untapped land, or the tap land that gains me life, instead of the island here. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright, looks like they might be cycling a Secluded Step here. Yep, trying to find additional things to do. Hit us for 2. A Flame Slash, okay. I might be tempted to Seagate Oracle plus Flame Slash if they had a Soul Warden, Soul's Attendant, or whatever the Phyrexian one is that I've already forgotten the name of. The one that makes us lose life. But because they're just tokens, I don't need to Flame Slash this turn. Another Raise the Alarm. We drew a Lightning Bolt and a Ghostly Flicker, which is pretty good. There it is, Suture Priest, that's what I was talking about. Gather the Townsfolk? No, Raise the Alarm main phase. So I can't kill the Suture Priest in response. They want to make sure they gain their 2 life. They have another land drop. So now they're down to 1 card in hand and a Plains. Not attacking here. Alright, let's start off with getting rid of the Suture Priest so it doesn't cost us anything to play the Seagate Oracle. Another Seagate Oracle or a Peregrine Drake. Well, because we already have a Ghostly Flicker, Drake becomes a lot better, so I'm going to take that. We also already have a Seagate Oracle in hand, so we don't really need another one. And here we can play, is it Boiler Work because it's better with Drake, or we can play Swiftwater Cliffs. We can also just play Boiler Works next turn and untap it with Drake. So I think I'm going to go with the Gain land. I'm going to leave back Mole Drifter to block. Even if they have a pump spell and they attack with all, I'm willing to trade both of these cards. Because I don't want to take 5 plus 5 times 3. I would take 15 if I only block 1. And they pump them with Guardian's Pledge or Rally the Townsfolk for +2, +0, or +2/+2 apiece. Looks like they're tapping out for something big here. Okay, Rally the Peasants. And they're also going to flash it back. This is an instant, so they should definitely have waited till after blocks to do this, in case this changes our mind. Alright, so what are we going to do here? Oh, actually, are we just dead? I didn't realize... Oh, yep, we're dead. Okay, well that was quick. I wasn't thinking about the flashback. I was just thinking about the +2/+0. And because they flashed it back, it didn't matter that they did it sorcery speed, because even if we block 2, we're taking 5 times 4 for lethal damage right here. Oh well, that's unfortunate. Next turn we had Izzet Boiler Works, Peregrine Drake generating 2 mana into Ghostly Flicker, Drake plus Mole Drifter, into Lightning Bolt, into more stuff. So we probably would have taken over the game and found an Electricity if we had one more turn, but our opponent got their 6th land drop and just enough creatures to be able to make this work. So they took us down in match 1. And let's see how we can do next time.